Hi, my name is Omar Lutfi, and today I will be sharing a very interesting article called Marxism and Arab Revolutions. This article was written by Sandra Bloodworth in the year of 2011. The article focuses on the impact and effectiveness of the Arab revolutions that began in the year of 2011. Everywhere around the world, the working class and the youth face the same alternative. Either they accept the damage to their standards of living and their rights, or they fight. Thus, it is the working class and middle class that sparked the revolutions in the Arab countries due to many reasons such as unemployment, inherited power, corruption, and the need for political change in the society. This article also focuses on the Egyptian revolution as Egyptian protesters marched in masses on the streets in hope for a fundamental change in the society. It was the highly educated people who first started the protests, and then the lower class joined the forces. The unity between everyone was incredible. Women, with and without veils, participated in protests, led debates, and together with men, risked their lives. It was an extraordinary time where both men and women were seen as equal. The author explains how the working class holds tremendous power no other class holds. They are the workers who produce the products and perform the services that the society needs. Therefore, without the working class, the economy will fall. On the other hand, the working class also suffers as there is a huge gap between them and the wealthy class. The working class fights for freedom and equality while they notice the unbalanced roles between them and the bourgeoisie. This article reminds me of the short story The Diamond Necklace, where the protagonist of the story is unable to accept the class differentiation in her society. The story demonstrates this by the social and economic inequality that the woman goes through in her proletariat life. One class is more superior to the other, and this causes class conflict. Moreover, the protagonist represents the Egyptian protesters who are battling for equality and freedom, for they are the working class and the less privileged, while the bourgeoisie have no troubles at all. Figurative language is used to express and effectively communicate the purpose of this article to all readers. The author uses lots of imagery to help readers fully experience and recognize the descriptions and stories in the article. The author also uses metaphors, similes, and onomatopoeia. There are two main literary criticism theories, such as feminist and Marxist theories, that are prevalent in this piece of writing. From a feminist perspective, the revolution created an atmosphere for both men and women to be seen as equal. Women played an essential role in the revolution, and they are the ones who kept an ongoing motivation and persistence to continue the protests. The society was so determined in their desire to achieve freedom and democracy that men and women were united. Nobody was different. Everyone was protesting and fighting for the same cause. Simply put, women were brave and confident in a way that was never seen before. They accepted to take on issues and challenges and worked alongside the men together. Women took on a different role than what was usually their responsibility in terms of culture and traditions. Now, from the Marxism perspective, Karl Marx believed that there would always be class differentiation and conflicts amongst the bourgeoisie and proletariat. Marx believed that the proletariat would unleash a revolution when they noticed the unbalanced roles. During the revolutions, the working class was on the streets and together, uniting to beat the President Mubarak and force him to stand down. As a means of telling all the proletariats around the world to fight for a better and freer world, Karl Marx said, "Workers of the world, unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains." They must rebel against the social order that keeps them tied into society and battle for a better life for all. The ideas of Marx are more relevant today than ever before. In the world that is going through many conflicts, it is becoming evident Marx was right after all, and we are finding there is a growing feeling among all people of society that our lives are dominated by forces beyond our control. The gap between the incomes of the rich and poor, for example, is becoming huge. This excessive difference has provoked growing resentment. It's reflecting into many countries one after another, by growing tension resulting in strikes, demonstrations, and riots, as well as protests in elections against the government. In the Communist Manifesto, he wrote, "And here it becomes evident that the bourgeoisie is unfit any longer to be the ruling class in society, and to impose its conditions of existence upon society as overriding law." Marxism is also seen in the novel called The Wars, written by Timothy Findley. This novel talks about a boy called Robert Ross who enlists in World War I to forget about his younger sister's death. The novel portrays the socio-economic system that Robert goes through and how power, class, and struggle, the ideologies of Marxism, are dominant throughout the novel. Class distinction, soldier ranking, and the events that occur in the war precisely portray the inequality between the lieutenants, who at this point are considered to be the bourgeoisie, and the lower division soldiers, who are the proletariat.